common issue that I want to talk about the ERP implementation is that when people come to us, they have certain processes, certain things, the way they are doing certain things in their business. Now, when they come to us, they want to automate the same thing. They don't want to follow the standard practices of an ERP or maybe the standard way that is being followed throughout the world. What they want to do, they again end up automating the cures. So they may be working on for certain years and they have made certain adjustments into the process. Okay, let's do this way, let's do that way, and somehow they are able to manage it. And since they are thinking that okay, the way we are doing is not sufficient, we have to automate the things, then only maybe we can grow our business. So they come to us and they say, okay, we want to implement Aasaan ERP. That's where the problem comes. Now they don't want to adapt it. Generally, what they say, okay, we are doing it this way, let's do it this way. We are doing that this way, let's automate this way. So if you see, at the end of the day, they will end up automating the chaos itself. So I always advise, if you want to make certain customization into the ERP, that's perfectly fine. It has to be there. ERP should be flexible enough to take the customization. But it should not go to that level that you end up automating your chaos itself. The main purpose is to streamline the process, right? That's where I always advise that you make a balance between those. Customizing the ERP is perfectly fine, but you also need to look from your end that is there any process which could be modified or improved. Otherwise, there is of no use, because I have seen people, they end up automating their chaos and then they say that we are not actually getting the results. How would you get the results? Because this is exactly the same thing that we were doing before. The purpose of ERP is not only automating the things, but to streamline the process, but to give the responsibility to some person, but to have a proper approval framework, but to give a proper access to the system. If you are not doing all those things and you are still compromising with the standard processes and want to automate the same thing again, this is not going to work. So whenever you are coming on to Aasaan ERP or any other ERP, don't always try to automate the things that you are doing. Yes, you may be doing everything correct, then it makes sense. But if you think that there is an improvement in your process, please improve that process when you are onboarding to the ERP.